was fortunate enough to be offered at 26 the general manager's job at the Ritz-Carlton in Sydney. And I always say it was give it to me as a 26-year-old or give it back to the banks. And, I was fortunate enough then to really understand about building good teams and putting good management in place and really using the fundamentals of business that I'd learned as a child, but combined with what I'd learned at university, and really was able to build those businesses and had a great success at Ritz-Carlton, and my career was going well. And then I got a call out of the blue from a headhunter and said, listen, there's a gentleman called Sol Kerzner, and he'd like to meet you with his son about a potential opportunity. And that was an extraordinary moment for me because you obviously, being South African, you'd known about Sol being such a legend in this country, and the opportunity to go and just interview with him and his son Butch was very, very unique for me. And I'll never forget, I sat in an interview with him in the Bahamas. They just bought Atlantis in the Bahamas and they were redoing it. And I had a wonderful conversation with him. And Sol had said to me at the time with Butch, we're really not sure what we want you to do, but I'll bring you to London to work in a special project for our company. And I was a little hesitant because Sol's reputation obviously preceded himself and I was in a good job. But I thought, I'm going to take this opportunity because I'd always admired the vision and what this man had built. And I thought, well, listen, if I can survive a couple of years there, it'll be an extraordinary experience for me. And it went on to be 23 years of my career, which was the most extraordinary time of my life. To work with Sol close, just, really be at his side, and for him to impart his knowledge and allow me to develop and grow was spectacular. And then I became very close with his late son, Butch, who was also an extraordinary businessman, had great business acumen. And while I always said at Ritz-Carlton, I started to understand kind of service and quality, but from Sol and Butch, and particularly Sol, I learned the business. I mean, we had such broad businesses, from construction companies to developing new brands, to building the one and only brand, to developing Atlantis. And to really work close with him and to really, in my formative years, to get his experience and his world knowledge was invaluable. And I think over time, what I was able to do is to blend all those wonderful experiences and then take my own management style, my own vision of what I wanted to do, and really start to grow our businesses and develop it. And listen, we did big things. We opened Atlantis in the Bahamas. We grew the one and only brand. We opened Morocco with the largest casino operation in North Africa. We developed 1,500 key Atlantis in Dubai, which had never been done before, with a water park that launched very successfully. In the 2008 crisis, which was a tough time in the world was falling apart, and we were opening a $1.5 billion project. And those experiences were just phenomenal. And what I learned from him over the years, just about service, quality, business, the drive, determination, was extraordinary.